Welcome, welcome, welcome. This is Jordan's Vision. Today I'm going to watch the third episode of Beyond Belief, Fact or Fiction. If you don't know that show, basically they show you 5 stories. You have to guess which ones are true and which ones are not true. I've been really enjoying this show so far, but I haven't been doing too great on the guessing so far. Episode 1, I got 1 out of 5. Episode 2, I got 1 out of 5. So, trying to do better on episode 3, guys. So let's get into it, and here we go. Before I get started, please remember to like, comment, subscribe, all that fun stuff, and don't forget, reacting to art is sharing art. Channels like these benefit everyone from the viewers all the way up to the original creators themselves. Also a reminder that spoilers are likely, so if you haven't seen this episode and would like to, please feel free to click off and take care of that first. I'll be here when you get back. But for those of you who are sticking with me, here we go.
We've all heard the riddle of the half-filled glass.
Yep.
Is the glass that holds this drink half full, or is it half empty? Or maybe it really isn't
It's
a drink
totally
at all.
full.
Be on your
Oh, it
guard
wasn't a drink.
tonight. Can you tell which are authentic and which are just pieces of a fictional puzzle? Here's to the challenge.
We're drinking that.
Do you read your horoscope every day? Well,
I
millions
kind of do.
Because like the 3 girls on our next story, they were just trying to have a little scary fun while they were home alone.
Scary fun never ends well.
They're out of here. We've got the place to ourselves this weekend. I know.
My God.
We'll pick from...
Looking back, I wish we'd never played that night.
Did you bring it?
Ouija boarding?
Of course. Have
Yep.
I ever forgotten?
We do not fear you, for you are the truth. And in the truth there is no danger, only wisdom.
Good luck with that.
Should I date Justin?
No, Justin's a sleazebag.
Should you?
Game piece seemed to move by itself to spell the answer.
Oh, isn't that the way it always
No.
is?
Brooke, you were moving it.
I did not.
Suddenly, the game piece started to spell a name, almost by itself.
Okay.
K. BK's not a name.
T.
TR.
R. Who's Victor?
We
Victor
probably
Crumb from
should have
Harry
been
Potter?
more frightened.
I think that Victor has a K in it.
Who are you?
But who are you?
Are you coming on to the ghost?
Pages are turning. But how?
Maybe it's Victor.
Maybe it's the wind.
Oh, come on, you guys.
After
Do
this,
not
Justin doesn't seem so
turn
bad
to
now.
Spirits or ghosts. What do you want? You.
U. The letter U?
How was that? That's it. I'm freaking
Maybe he wants
out.
underpants.
It's nothing, you guys.
Let him keep
it's
going.
Just the wind.
I.
Die?
I?
Who, us?
He wants ghost
Let's
friends.
find out. We said the meditation before we started. That protects us.
Why? We made it up. Oh, but do
Made up
something.
meditation. Oh, that's probably not a good idea.
Come on, you guys. Let's go watch a movie.
Hopefully not a scary one.
The next morning, we were going out for breakfast.
Where's Brooke?
Maybe it happened at night.
She was with you. Her bed
At least
was
to
made.
these
It looked like
two.
she didn't even sleep there last night. The board.
Board is back.
Brooke must have pulled it out of the fire last night.
What'd you do, Brooke?
Let's ask the board.
Oh, is Brooke in there now? Maybe she and Victor are taking a long walk on the ghost beach.
Where is Brooke?
With me.
She was never seen again after that night. Did she use this bizarre opportunity to disappear and start a new life somewhere else? Or did the
kinda
girls
random.
cross over a line?
Let's pause and talk about that one. Like, the story itself seems very horror movie-ish. Probably seen a lot of stories like that. The way the show has fooled me so far, like, maybe it is true. Seems like a whole lot of coincidences. You know, at the risk of, having another 1 out of 5, I'm going to mark this down as fiction. It just seems too well constructed. All right, on to the next one.
It's really a love story. The story of a 450-pound man hopelessly in love with a 26-inch television.
If you weigh that much, I would be too.
World of gliding movements and
It looks big, but it doesn't look 450.
I work hard all week, and when I'm not working, I like to sit home and enjoy my favorite hobby. And TV is my hobby. Oh, look at that.
I mean, I'm kind of watching TV too, so I can't really talk.
Nothing's wrong, just some bad reception.
Oh, good. Thought it was an emergency.
Oh,
You get
no.
out of your chair and all.
Come on,
Oh.
cupcake. Come on.
It seems like a pretty toxic relationship.
Why didn't you just kick it?
Don't listen to her, Brad. It's a trap. He loves the TV, and meanwhile, wife's standing right there.
I'm leaving you. I am sick and tired of being in a menage a trois with a television!
This marriage was doomed from the start. Assuming it is a marriage.
Goodbye, Brad. I'm going to stay with my mom. So you
Who doesn't
and
even
your
care?
TV can be alone. I can't live with you anymore.
Oh, he's watching a sad movie, probably.
Please, Shelley. This is the part where they shoot the dog.
What was it, Old Yeller? Oh.
Brad!
Oh, he just had a heart attack.
Claire?
I think I might know where this is going. Oh, no. Oh,
Oh my god, what happened?
wow. The TV gave him his life back.
Brad Lewis, recently divorced and now unemployed, believes the television was responsible for saving his life.
He still lost his wife, but... I mean, TV saved his life and all.
I never really paid much attention to this label back here. You know, the one that
Electrocution
says
hazard?
warning,
Wow.
electrocution hazard. Well, if there is a real Brad Lewis out there, he's probably watching this show right now.
Hi,
And
Brad.
we can only hope for one thing, that he's a Nielsen household. Bon appetit, Brad.
It's all about the ratings. I mean, there wasn't anything really supernatural in this story. I think it's believable. It's a little crazy that, you know, the shock from a TV revived him, but I can see how it's possible. I'm going to mark this one down as I think it's true. All right, let's get to the next one.
The marriage of Patricia and John Kelly was built upon communication. People said they had a constant open phone line to each other. But what happens when one side of that line goes dead?
I really miss him.
He was my best friend, you know. I miss him too. Oh God, I don't know how to tell you this. Especially at a time like this.
What you got to say?
What?
I had to look at his stock market accounts like you asked me.
Why?
Are they broke now, too?
The account's empty.
No.
Empty.
Let me help you out until you get back.
I can't.
Yes. No, it's $1,000. Take the money, Patty.
She gonna gamble with
Things
it?
are going to turn around.
I spent the next morning in a panic trying to find a job.
Aw.
Oh my God. I thought the coffee spill was another sign that things were going all wrong in my life. It was almost as if Jonathan was sending me a message.
What's it say?
I looked at the stock. Something or someone was definitely
like
telling
it's
me to
highlighted.
take $1,000 and buy 500 shares, and I couldn't help but think that someone was Jonathan.
I mean, he was kind of on a cold streak of late, so I don't know if you should
Hi,
listen to him.
Chris, it's me. And I paid my rent 3 months in advance.
Well, that was quite a hunch you had.
Uh-huh.
To our success.
To Unifend.
Ooh. I wonder if Chris is warming up to her.
If this keeps up, soon you're going to be able to buy that big house Jonathan was always promising you. Wouldn't that be wild?
Maybe this is his way of keeping that promise.
I only get the morning paper.
Oh,
Waiting for
He
the one that
sent
would be
another
my
paper?
pick. And there it was. I think I have my next hunch. Buy me as much as I can afford, first thing in the morning.
is one of them going to be bad eventually?
Here's to us.
Yeah, I think
A
they
long
are
wait,
together
but
now.
you're worth it.
Oh, long wait. He was waiting for dude to die all this time. No, I got a bad feeling now.
It took me a moment to realize that our wedding picture had fallen over. When I reached down to pick up the photo, I also found something else that I had never seen before. First sheet showed a balance of $16,300. But Chris had said Jonathan's investments had failed.
Oh,
Here all the time.
Chris found his way
Get
into
to the
that money
bottom
somehow?
line, and that I saw the reason Jonathan's account was empty. Sell,
Okay.
sell, sell.
So,
But why? Account closed. All funds withdrawn.
yeah, I bet that's what happened.
From New... Jonathan, what are you trying to tell me?
That's freaky.
Steal? Chris? Chris took the money.
Yep.
I was waiting for my next sign from Jonathan. And I didn't have to wait long.
CC Russell now missing. Really
Okay,
convenient
Jonathan.
headline.
I guess it's time to sell. I'll be right down, yeah.
What's going on? What's that?
Poor Chris.
Oh,
I had a
Chris.
hunch that would happen.
Just think about that one. Again, there's something to be said about, maybe there was some kind of indication within those papers about what the good stocks were, or I don't really play the stock market, so I don't know what that's really all about. But it's hard to say, but I'm inclined to think, she had some good hunches, and maybe this is actually a true story. Like everything else is pretty believable, so, I'm going to mark this down as true. 2 more. Let's get into the next one.
Next.
This is going to be a tea party story.
As sweet little Alice. Her vivid imagination often made the make-believe seem real. Frighteningly real.
What are we getting into here?
Would you like some more? You're my best friend, too.
Aw.
What's that?
Thanks, Polly Prissy Pants.
Who's Alice talking to?
Oh, Sydney. It's an imaginary friend.
Ah.
Haven't we all had imaginary friends
She
as
seems to be
kids?
taking it very
I had an imaginary friend when I was little.
Yeah.
Doesn't Sally?
well, yes, she had one, but she gave that up years ago.
Well, Alice has always had an active imagination.
Never lose your imagination.
Sydney, I've got to go to dance class. You be good. I'll be back soon.
Be good, Sydney.
I know a really good therapist.
Oh, well, thanks.
Kids
Liz.
play make-believe. You don't need therapy for that.
Phase, Alice.
Oh, you're probably right. I'm probably reading much more into this than there is.
But then Alice said something I'll never forget.
I'm very sorry, Mrs. Kimball,
About what, Alice?
about your divorce.
Alice? What have I...
Sydney told me.
I'm so sorry, Liz.
Maggie,
Imagination.
Oh,
it's true.
Sydney needs a
The
little more than we
photo's just
think.
not working for me. What is it, honey? Mommy's working.
Mommy and Miss Emery should check on Rebecca. She's really sick. She could die. It's really important.
He was right about the other
Sydney
thing.
told me.
I need a minute with Alice.
Well, what'd she say? Oh, no, Rebecca's fine. She's playing in her room.
Check
Oh,
on her.
listen, don't worry about
Diane couldn't help but check on Rebecca, and thank goodness she did.
Rebecca? Rebecca?
Oh, no.
Rebecca, sweetheart? Oh my gosh, you're burning up.
These don't have any icing on them.
Because Sydney doesn't like icing on his cookies.
Oh.
Savage is Sydney. Everyone likes icing.
Because you're scaring people with your stories.
But Mommy, they're all true.
She's 2 for
Sydney
2.
doesn't like...
I don't want you to talk to Sydney anymore.
Sydney literally saved a life.
Aunt Doris is dead.
And guess what?
Hello.
Sydney told me. That's what Mom said. She doesn't want me playing with you anymore. I don't think it's fair either.
Oh, Sydney's gonna kill her mom, isn't she?
Of course You can stay in here. It'll be our secret.
Sydney gonna sleep in the drawer?
I love you, Sydney.
Give Sydney some air.
There must be some explanation for her ability to predict so many events. Or is our story of the imaginary friend completely imaginary? Cookies are real.
Was this story truth or falsehood?
Gotta love the real
We'll tell you in the
cookies,
final
okay.
moments of tonight.
Well, whether you believe in psychic stuff or whether you don't, some pretty amazing stuff has happened. Maybe this girl does have a little bit of that. I don't know. A little crazy how she predicted 3 things, like, exactly. You know what? I'm gonna mark this one down as true as well. I've got 3 trues out of 4. The first one I marked false. Let's see what this last one is.
Oh, Stephen and Brenda were like that, young, attractive, hopelessly in love. When they got married, it truly seemed to be a match made in heaven.
Oh,
What are you, crazy? Could have killed. Next time, don't duck and I will. Get out
a
of this
match
house.
made somewhere else, it looks like.
Stephen and Brenda went their separate ways and stopped all contact. Ironically, they picked the same place to move to, Los Angeles, the city of angels. But neither of them knew the other one lived there,
It's a big
too.
city.
Each had to endure the challenge of every couple that breaks up, learning how to date all over again.
Thank you.
Oh, the awkwardness.
Done a wonderful job, Barbara.
Brenda.
I can't believe I finally met a man who knows how to cook a steak.
Oh, wow. Thank you.
And the vegetables.
She kind of looks like Miley Cyrus.
It was like you.
Ooh. Uh-oh.
Are you?
Is he allergic to the wine?
Sometimes your song plays at just the wrong time.
I think that we should
Oh, no.
call it a night.
He's getting reminded of each other.
Call me.
He's not gonna call you.
Next dedication is for 2 lovebirds, Brenda and Stephen, who didn't give their love a chance.
Yeah,
So
that's
Brenda
a little freaky.
And Stephen.
I guess somebody might have called that in.
Stephen and Brenda, it's time to make up.
Maybe it's a
I want
different
you to
Stephen and
drop
Brenda.
whatever you're doing and meet at the Santa Monica Pier in 1 hour.
She doesn't even live here.
Yeah, she does. Yep, they're gonna do it. Oh, look at all the other happy couples.
Brenda!
Yeah.
Stephen!
And they're all lovey-dovey again.
It's like we have a second chance.
We don't have to mess it up this time. That was really sweet what you told the DJ to say on the radio.
DJ, what do you... I thought you made your dedication.
No, I didn't even know you were.
Neither one of them did it?
Steven.
Oh,
Brenda!
there is another Stephen and Brenda.
Oh!
Because when they checked out every radio station in Los Angeles the next morning, no one reported broadcasting any such message.
Yeah, that's
but
weird.
radio waves can become crossed in the atmosphere, even be received in people's dental work. Maybe
Yeah,
this
I've heard
was
of
a
that happening.
broadcast from another...
Talk about that last one for a bit. You know, I might have believed it, you know, if it was just the 2 of them reuniting. But, you know, another Stephen and another Brenda makes it a little far-fetched, I think. Maybe someone called in a dedication for that other Stephen and Brenda. And, you know, they just happened to hear it. But, you know, it might have been a popular station. I don't know. But yeah, just the fact that, you know, they both heard it at the same time. And, you know, both Stevens and both Brendas, you know, all of them heard it at the same time. I think just too much has to go right for that to happen in real life. I'm going to mark this one down as fiction. Yep, so again, the first one and the last one for this episode I marked as fiction. The middle 3 I marked as true. Let's see how I did.
Let's revisit them one by one and learn the true answers.
Here we go. More than 1 out of 5,
Our first
please.
plot was about the 3 girls and their
So I said this one was
frightening
fiction.
board game.
I wouldn't be surprised if it was true, though.
So did you guess this story was a complete fraud? You guessed absolutely right.
Okay, got that one right.
You made it up. And then there was the couch potato, whose life was somehow saved
So
by
I said
his
this one was
beloved
true.
TV.
What is it? What is it?
His heart's beating again.
Could this story have really happened? Well, anything is possible, but not in this case. It's completely false.
Wrong. Okay.
And what's your opinion of the story about the widow who seemed to
Said
receive
this one was true as well.
tips from her late husband? Do you think that you've got this one figured out?
Let's see.
Did the events take place? Yes, they did.
All right, got that one right, too.
And how about that story of the little girl and her special imaginary friend.
I'm very sorry.
Said this one was true.
I'm not making it up. Sydney told me.
Did you think this story was a stretch of the imagination? Everyone's entitled to their opinion. But the events in this story did happen.
All right, that's
and
3.
our last story was
Listening to Ricky Strong.
I said this one was fiction.
Our next dedication is for two, Brenda and Stephen. If you're out there listening, this is for you.
What's your judgment this time? Do you think a story like this could have happened? Well, it did.
So I got that
how was
wrong,
your
but
judgment tonight? 3 of our
3 out of
plots
5
were
this time.
inspired by actual events.
So did a little better.
Perhaps we've changed your perception of what is real and what is unreal tonight. Sometimes they're almost impossible to tell apart.
Oh, and I know it.
That's
I've
a
watched 3
strange
episodes
truth.
of this thing, and
Good
yeah.
night.
Well, thank you guys for watching another episode of Beyond Belief Factor Fiction with me. I did a little better guessing on that one, so I'm happy. Can't wait to watch the next one. Thank you guys so much. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, all that fun stuff. Check out my sports vlogging channel, Jordan's Vlogs, and we will see you on the next video. Have a good one, guys. Bye-bye.